Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Ultimate Flames, Shauna, Starkiller, hello. How's it going? Okay, so they are special. You love the emotes in Discord? They're pretty great. They're pretty great. S-Track Suit. V-Track Suit. Trying to find a psychic shiny. Good luck. V-Track Suit. Let's receive it. Alright, so tentative plan. We are obviously wanting to do raids today. Official raids, not outbreak raids. Actual raids. You got a shiny Cyclizar and it was the worst shiny hunt you've ever done? Yeah, it's pretty lackluster, isn't it? Cool. I feel like this isn't a very good violet tracksuit, though. It looks more like scarlet. Alright, so who here is able to do raids currently? Because my plan is to shiny hunt until such a time when we have enough people to do said raids. But if we have enough now, then we can just do it now. I'm still doing some story stuff, so I got 4 more gym leaders to beat. Then I need to do the tournament again. And then I need to go finish the Kitakami stuff. Ooh, speaking of which. The Wo-Chien raids, of course. More Wo-Chien raids. Now you got a uniform that doesn't suck. Nice. You can carry us a couple of times, and then you're going to play DK. You almost have 650 bananas. Okay, so we got Star Killer down. And myself. We would need 2 more people for raids. Shauna can't do raids, no online. That's quite alright. I will agonize myself with some Patilil in the meantime. Goo Beans down. Okay, we got 2 people, 3 counting myself. Whoa, I found a mass outbreak of Patilil. How unexpected. You know what, I'm probably for this going to want Ceruledge to be at the forefront. Guess I'll wait for the potential 4th member to pop in. Where are all those Union Circle folks from the other day, right, Starkiller? You only have Hisui and Arcanine, but it's level 100 if that's okay. I think, honestly, that should do nicely. From what I can tell, this 5-star raid does not require a whole lot of strategy. No, but you would have to use online if you're not local. They don't want to actually play the game, they want to trade Magikarp and Oddish. Very specific Pokemon. I just assume every Pokemon that is traded that's not mine to be modded and or hacked. But then again, with my channel activities for the last year, kind of hard to blame me. Ooh, you got a deal, Starkiller. As soon as we get a 4th member, Goobeen, as soon as we get a 4th member for the raids, I'm fairly certain we can beat it with 3 people. Pretty easily, but not 100% confident. Starkiller can beat it for us. Bet. I mean, last time we weren't even using any real strategies with it, so I'm pretty sure, like, if we actually encountered it with the strategy of, like, oh, we're going to break its shield, and then we're going to do a few cheers, and then just decimate it. Starkiller promises. We got the Starkiller seal of promise. Let's do it. My goal for tomorrow is to try and unlock the flying ability. I also want to try to do a video for all of the hidden stakes, since the Ruinous Quartet should be trending right now. You will carry us to victory? It would be nice to be carried. Alright, here is the raid code. Ultimate Flames, no Nintendo Online for you either, huh? A little bit of a bummer, but understandable. Quackles? Who's Quackles? I'm gonna guess Goobean. Aye, Quackles. Help has arrived. Loading. Apparently. Good thing we didn't have any stat changing abilities. Your game crashed. Well, that's no good. That's okay though, because Starkiller said they can carry us. Goobean just subscribed. Thank you so much, Goobean. Oh, I think we'll be able to finish it. You're no longer in a shiny drop? I saw the comment on my YouTube video right before I went live. I just didn't have a chance to respond to it. Wo-Chien, sir, you're attacking while dead. What is going on? He's dead for the next 5 minutes anyways. What does that bring our total to? Like, I feel like that's somewhere in the ballpark of 10 raids for the channel. Munchie, do you think we've hit the goal yet? Oh, I'm sure we probably have. If less than 1% of the total purchasing people of the game did 10 raids, we'd have it. Like, it really won't take much to get the goal. You're heading out, Goo? Alright, do we still got 2 people that can join? Shade, what do I use to stream on? A desktop computer with OBS. And then, of course, the Switch 2. And a capture card. We can do it! Alright, Munchie's in. You play on the Switch 1, same software, but have a slight lag? Yeah, there is a slight lag. And I'm not sure what's causing it, but I think it's just the latency. Yes and yes, Velcor, the Saiyan. I will be getting Legend ZA. I have it pre-ordered through Pokemon Center so I can get one of those sick plushies. I have it pre-ordered through Best Buy so I can get the game mat. And I probably have it pre-ordered through GameStop to see what they do. We got Star Killer. We got JJ, which I can only assume is Munchie. Oh, you finally got Herba Mystica for the first time. Nice, Ultimate Flames. That happened to me the other day. Finally, for the first time, got Herba. I didn't pay attention on my stream to see if I got Herba Mystica from the raid, to be honest. Oh, I don't want to change my poke. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. You got it off Amazon, so you probably ain't getting anything? Yeah, that's probably true. Amazon and Walmart, I don't think do anything cool like that. I haven't heard what GameStops will be, if anything at all, but they usually do something. I like how you don't have to go to the Pokemon Center after each raid. It like heals you completely afterwards. I think that was a nice and much needed touch. What plushie comes with the game? So if you order on PokemonCenter.com, granted they ran out of supplies, they were going to send one of the 3 starters randomly with your order, and I'm going to use that to decide the starter that I should do my first run of Legend ZA with. So you could get a Tepig, a Totodile, or a Chikorita, and it comes randomly. So whichever one I get, I'm going to use as my starter. Yeah, especially if you're doing it without Nintendo Online there, Ultimate Flames. I actually kind of like Mega Dragonite. I don't so much like the fact that the wings grow on top of its head. I think that's kind of dumb. But I love the introduction of the Dragonair tail ball back into Dragonite's tail. I think that's cool. I like the potential that the shiny could be Dragonair's coloring scheme for shiny or regular instead of the green blob we have now. You're never going to beat Wo-Chien with the level 100 Cinderace? Wait, what? No. Oh, I still didn't pay attention to what I got. Keep getting distracted reading comments and such. Herba Mystica should be in my sandwich stuff, yeah? Ooh, I got one sweet herba so far. One sweet herba. You're gonna use Chikorita? You're hunting Alpha Shiny Gengar? Nice. Should you make a sandwich with sweet herba mystica or give it to the cooking teacher? Why does the cooking teacher want it? What do they do for you? Oh yes, Starkiller. The link cable thing was such an amazing invention. Like, that was fantastic. It was revolutionary. Legends Arceus was just in a class of its own, really. It was pretty great. Hey, Sparkworks, welcome. What's going on? Oh, I was just doing some shiny Wo-Chien raids. Chit-chatting about the upcoming Pokemon games. Still holding out hope for Mega Flygon. I'm actually really excited for Legends ZA. I'm going to have to put in some time off for it so I can play it for 2 days straight. See if I can do a 24-hour stream and really, like, get into it. My plan is to blow through the game as quickly as possible for a first playthrough, just to experience it. And then I want to catch all of the Pokemon possible as quickly as possible to get the Shiny Charm and experience shiny hunting. And when I've had a fill of that, I want to try to do a shiny only run. I should probably like attack or something, you know, be helpful to the team. And the goal for the channel is to have the channel monetized by the time ZA comes out. We're going to see if we can make it happen. That one's outside my control, but currently we are trending towards it. For the last 4 days, we've gotten 10 subscribers daily, so we're hoping to continue that. I don't know if we're going to make it today, because so far we are at 0 gained, and I'm not intending to stream very long today. So I just don't think I'll be giving it the best chance to do so, if that makes sense. Make that one. Fair enough, Sparkworks. There it is, popping up, 155. Yeah, we ended off yesterday's stream at 154, and then we lost 2 and gained 2 back at the beginning of the stream, so we're at a +1 thanks to Sparkworks. But we just need to get to 500, and then we can at least get memberships going, and then once we get to 1,000, we'll get YouTube partner program going. It turns out watch time was the least of my concern, because stream time counts in your watch time. So yeah, if there's any others of the 15 concurrent viewers that are not currently subscribed and that are enjoying some content, and enjoying some shiny hunting, and enjoy doing some raids, slap that subscribe button, help the cause, help the stream be promoted to more Pokemon fans so we can get our reach increased. Okay, I'm going to pay attention. I got an ability patch. A bunch of candies. That's it. Not that one just being off on a random island. Marcus and Jay are missing. Marcus probably has work tomorrow and is sleeping due to the lateness of the stream. Well, Sparkworks, you have a great night. Welcome, Manu Mall. Alright, we're going to be throwing up the code for you guys for the raid here. You'll be back in the future? Well, we'll be glad to have you when you do, Sparkworks. Thanks for popping in, and thanks for being the first 155th. If anybody else wants to join, now is a perfect time to. This will be your last raid, then you're going to play DK. Fair enough. Fair enough. If that's the case, then I will continue my shiny hunting until we get at least 3 people that want to do the raids. Psyduck is blue. Indeed he is. So's Golduck. Ooh, welcome to the 156th individual. Thanks for subscribing. I think that was the last one I needed before I could terrestrialize. Frieska, welcome. You have a blue. Blue ducks are cool. When it takes some of my health and it doesn't even do much for it. Ooh, ouch. Baxcalibur. Come on, bro. That's the first time I've fainted. Been a long time. Game over. Okay, now that we've broken stance... Oh, boo. I guess that means it's safe to do it now. You got a shiny. Got a shiny what? Ooh, 2 Urbas. Nice. Noibat. Very cool. Alright, do we still have 3 people in the chat that want to do more raids? No, Ultimate Flames, unfortunately not. It said you lost, Munchie? Shauna, you found a blue duck? Very interesting. I thought that couldn't happen unless all of us did. That's pretty wild. Also can't do Union Circle without Nintendo Online. You have every Herba except the Salty we got? That's unfortunate. Blue Duck nickname for the headache Pokemon. Name it Tylenol. Or Advil. Hey, Starkiller, yeah, Tylenol. 2 votes for Tylenol. You have fail a shiny Garganackle, and 5 days after that, you got a Garganackle AR card. That's actually pretty funny. Okay. Until we got more people who want to do the raids, I'm going to see about finding a shiny Patilil. So if you do want to do some raids, speak up in the chat and we'll redirect course and do some raids for you. Munchie gonna try to shiny hunt some Mimikyu. You're off to DK Starkiller. Well, thanks for popping on and helping us do, like, what was that? 4 raids? Bringing our total-ish to, like, 12 or so. VPR. Verperby. Welcome. Now that I think about that in full, does that say Vapor Boy? Is that what that's supposed to translate to? Alright, so do you guys think I'm going to find a shiny Petilil before I get the amount of 60 slain, or after? Is there a chance of getting a shiny in a raid? Yeah, for normal raids, absolutely you could find a shiny. For Wo-Chien right now, it's guaranteed, but we can't catch it. Viper Boy! I gotcha. Viper Boy, that makes more sense. Or the same amount of sense. Either way, sense is made with that. How's it going, Viper Boy? Manu Mao. Am I looking for a shiny? I absolutely am looking for a shiny. I have been doing a shiny only run using only Gen 9 Pokemon. So I didn't take the time out of my day to hunt the Petilil or the Oddish. And I need 3 Petilil and an Oddish. Well, 5 Oddish for the Living Dex. So we're going to try and see if we can snag some of those. Also, thank you to the 157th individual who slapped that subscribe button. If you haven't done so as of yet, please consider doing so. Help the reach of the stream, the reach of the channel, and help us grow by the time ZA comes out. You're from India? Oh, well, glad to be able to chat with you on the other side of the world. Manu is from Rome, Italy. Got some worldwide reach now. That's some pretty cool information. Manu, I have a very important question for you, being from Rome, Italy. Have you played the Assassin's Creed games? Was that Petilil getting a little aggressive? A little aggro? Obviously, they are very nice titles. Perfect. My real question can now ensue. As someone from Italy, how accurately do you feel like they represent the time period of the Renaissance and, you know, things like that with Ezio Auditore? Frieska is Indonesia. Okay, okay. We've had some people from Indonesia pop on before. Must be like the right prime time for India and Indonesia. Well, I guess in Italy too. Italy's like 6 hours ahead. So it's gotta be like 6 in the morning for you, give or take. You got ambushed by a Veluza? It happens to us all. I hate hunting in that lake for that exact reason. Castleroy Lake is the worst place to shiny hunt. It's almost 8. Oh, I was 2 hours off. Dang. So close. Top 5 favorite Hollywood movies? Oh my gosh, it has been so long since I've actually went to go see movies, but they're going to basically revolve around Harry Potter, okay, not many left. Marvel movies, for sure, I really love Avengers, Endgame, Black Panther. I really enjoyed Iron Man, the first one. All of them, really, but Avengers, Age of Ultron. I was a huge Marvel movie fan, so like all of those are going to count. John Wick, really like those ones. I think those are pretty fun. Outside of those, I think my kids have been having me just brain rot myself with Disney movies. Should you shiny hunt Dreadnought or Bronzong? I have to go with Bronzong. I'm trying to think of like other movies that I've seen recently. It's not a Hollywood movie, but Your Name. It's an anime movie. I watch a lot of anime. Your Name is fantastic. EJ, welcome. I think I'm looking for yellow petal leaves for this shiny, if I'm not mistaken. I'm looking for yellowish leaves. What the hello? Okay. I am not. I'm looking for a yellowish body, it would seem. Yellowish body is what I'm looking for. Gamer Monkey, welcome. Yeah, 160 subs. 4 more subscribers, and we will keep the 10 subscriber a day streak alive for 5 days in a row. Okay, so this is going to be a hard one to spot. A little bit. As I almost drive past one. Nope, that's a basic one. Wow. It's going to be a really hard one to spot if I'm already tweaking out over it. You're eating McDonald's? It's basically the same Patillo. Yeah, you'd think the Leafs are a little bit different of a green color. And the yellow is a little bit lighter. Do you think I'd just be better served just decimating them all and hoping for the best? We'll give it a little while before I go that route. You got a $5 meal? How them chicken snack wraps, though? Oh, thank you guys for lining up for roll call. Are any of you shiny? Actually, no. You have seen that? Your name? You watch an anime series? Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, etc. Demon Slayer is like my all-time favorite anime right now. Demon Slayer is so stinking good. It is so beautiful. Also, since we do have a few more people trickling in and whatnot, if you are looking to do raids, I am still doing raids. Just waiting for people to basically say that that's what they're looking for. We want to try to get a full team. Of 4 people interested. I mean, I am going off the assumption here that if I had them lined up, I would be able to tell the difference seeing them next to each other. Favorite anime is Hunter x Hunter, the original version. Is there a non-original version? Like, is there a knockoff version? A secondary version? I'm going to check you out just to make sure. There we go. And you got a Dr. Pepper. Heck yeah. We like a good crispy Dr. Pepper all the time. Which expansion did I start collecting Pokemon cards with? You started with Fossil? Oh, goodness. Base set, technically? I don't have any of them anymore, but I've been opening Pokemon cards since I was like 5. Gather round, children. Gather round. Do any of you look different? No? Okay. Class dismissed. Carry on. No, I think they look the same. Not me trying to decide if they're the same color or not. Your top 5 movies will be Interstellar, Fight Club, Inception, Demolition, and Source Code. I am familiar with the first 3 of those, and those are very great movies. We hit the like goal. Let's get us a new one going on. Shall we? I haven't even put the like goal. There was a like goal. Wasn't there? Like the first comment of the stream was the like goal. Maybe I forgot to pin it. But I most definitely didn't forget to post it. Source Code is one of the best. I'll definitely give it a shot. I also really like Need for Speed 1, 2, and 3. Like, the rest are okay, but, like, I enjoyed 1, 2, and 3 a lot. At least Lilligant's easy to see the shiny difference. Another one of my favorites is like a really old movie called Bloodsport with Jean-Claude Van Damme. That one's pretty great. You bet you missed a shiny Charcadet because a shiny is so hard to see? If it's looking at you, Charcadets are pretty easy. Since you're just looking at their eyes. I think they all look the same, more or less, but those two kind of look different. But it's probably just the shading. You'll be right back? Alright, we'll see you when you get back. Your Garchomp is doing a circle on you. I've heard good things about Shutter Island. And you like sci-fi thrillers? It's a good genre. Hey, there's a shiny Patillo. That's what's up. Let's go ahead and give it a good old false swipe. That didn't take too long. Oh crap. Gonna be like that, huh, Patillo? And we have shiny Patillo. I am not the best person to ask Fresca. I feel like I've seen a lot of Cloud9 Golduck. Yeah, I mean, that is pretty yellow. So that's good to know. Like, that's not one. That is one. Oh my gosh. I got back-to-back shiny Patillo, guys. This is the first time I've had this ever happen. Back-to-back shinies. That's crazy. I love that so much. And there we go, a crit capture. Was that a nickname you threw out there, Shauna, for Tiny Dancer? Hold me closer, Tiny Dancer. Okay. This one's not shiny. Dang, I was hoping that would work a third time. Well, we're gonna save that. Hey, Ryland, welcome. Oh my gosh. Guys, there's an easier way to tell. Its eyes are purple versus red. If you can just get it to look at you, its eyes are purple. So much easier. Look at me! Wouldn't it be so crazy if I did have 3-in-1 picnic spawn? I would go buy a lottery ticket today. And I don't even do lottery tickets. Oh, I don't know if I checked this one all the way out here. That's too small? Nah, it's not too small. It's better than trying to figure out what shade of yellow is correct. Oops. Name the Patillo green tea. Might be able to name the next one green tea. But these aren't going to be Patillo forever. We're going to have Lilligant and Hisuian Lilligant out of them. So it's got to be like one of those names that's like you're not picking a baby name and you're not picking like a 90-year-old lady name. You're picking a name that can grow with them kind of a scenario. That's actually how we tried to name our kids. We tried to think of it as, okay, you are a 20-year-old office worker or a 30-year-old office worker. Is your name going to fit? Lilligant looks like a dancer to you? Absolutely. Hisui and Lilligant especially. Like, that's the whole thing. It's a grass fighting, I think, and it's a dancer. I feel like Legend ZA makes a whole thing of it. Yes, come to me and line up so I can look at all your eyes together. Woo. Yeah. Ooh, those are some really red eyes. I got up and close and personal with. That one's shiny. Right there. That one's shiny. I didn't even need to see the eyes on that one. I thought I saved and then it was like hovering over picnic, so I thought I just lost it for myself. But didn't even need to see the eyes on that one. The yellow is different enough. Good night, Shauna. Jordan, welcome. Yes, I do remember you. Okay. Let's see, what'd they say? Hit yellow plant. You found the shiny Bronzong. Congratulations. That's pretty dope. Okay, we're gonna save real quick. Okay. That one's the one we need to keep. Surely I have a sunstone somewhere. And there is our beautiful Lilligant. Okay. Yeah, I did save. No game. Now, which of these has my save file on it? Gotta be one of these two. Oh, sweet, I chose correctly. There we go. Sorry. Having to figure out how to fly in my game. Opening up the Lilligant on the other save file here. Go. Where do you go? Oops. Kudos to the Switch, too. I've knocked that over twice. Maya, welcome. Knocked it over twice, and it's just still hanging in there like a champ. Okay. Let's get video capture device. Right there. There we go. Are we working? Huh, no, we're not. What's going on with this thing? What? There we go. Now it's up to date. Do I really need to load this on this system? That's crazy. Lazy Snorlax, hello and welcome. How's it going tonight, Lazy Snorlax? And a script, though. Welcome. Yeah, the Switch 2 is pretty durable. You watched a guy who has a channel that tests durability of these systems, and he had to beat the Switch 2 really hard to actually break it. 00 Sive, welcome. What's better, black or black 2? I gotta say black. How many Wo-Chien raids did we do today? Actually, I think we only did like 4. So we've been kind of waiting for people to pop in and saying, hey, I'd like to do some raids. So I went and shiny hunted all 3 shiny Lilligants I will need for my decks today. So that's kind of what I did instead. But if people are wanting to do raids, definitely let's do some raids. Quetzo, hello. By the way, we are just 2 subscribers away from 10 subscribers on the day. To keep that streak alive for, I believe, 5 days in a row? 4 days in a row. Okay, we put this in pasture 31. Just so everybody's aware, 31. You got a shiny Haxorus from an outbreak? That's legit, Quetzo. Feel Gary Cooper, welcome. How's it going tonight, Phil Gary? My hat's been crooked this entire time. And a shiny Komodo. You named Valentino. Since shiny Jingmo-O looks like it has a heart on its head. Oh, that's pretty good. And glad to hear you're doing well. Or pretty good, Phil Gary. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. There we go. Right there. I'll drag this one down to right there. Nope. Nope. Okay. I think we're ready. Now I can see what I'm doing. Also, why do I not have any sound for this? Probably because I haven't configured it in my sound settings yet. There we go. We need to do a Legends Arceus playthrough? Absolutely, Starkiller. That is something I'm considering doing next. Doing it next. Because the downside is, in this save file, this is my main channel save file, and these are all that trainer name, and I have so many shinies. Well, maybe not so many, but I got a lot, I feel like. I think I moved a lot of them, actually, to the main Pokemon Home account. Anyways, we want this Petilil here. Gonna swap us out of Gyarados. What do we got for items in the bag? Do we have a Sunstone, maybe? Might have to go check the bag. We're just trying to get Hisui and Lilligantazal right now. I would love either of those evolutions. I would absolutely adore a poison evolution. I was gonna say, surely we have one of those. Yeah, Maya, I'm definitely doing raids today. I take that to mean that you would like to do raids. Yes? Because after I get this evolved, like, I am so down to do raids with everybody. Because that's what the purpose of the stream was. We just didn't have anybody saying, yes, I want to do raids. Yeah, Dr. Snepper, I needed to send this over. Sick evolution sequence. Yeah, so I needed to evolve Petilil into Hisui and Lilligant, so I sent it over briefly to then send it back to Violet. Been doing well, Dr. Snapper. How about yourself? Favorite Pokemon from Gen 6? Yours is either Clawitzer or Noivern. Phantump all the way. And if it's not a Gen 6 Pokemon, still Phantump. Jaden, Elijah Deep said hello. Hello to you too, Jaden. Had a low moment earlier. Dr. Stepper, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully it is better now. Also, we're going back to Legends Arceus because I forgot to send said Pokemon back into the pastures. Gen 6 Noivern 2, very nice dragon. It is a very nice dragon. I like a good Noivern. But it's not Phantom. X and Y, Anna. X and Y. Also, while we're waiting to complete this, we are 1 subscriber away from keeping a 10 streak alive for about 5 days. So we're hoping to get 1 more sub today so that we can keep that alive. Ah, your favorite is Sylveon. Sylveon's a good choice as well. Love the color scheme for Shiny Sylveon. What? How long has this made sound? No, sadly, but if you charge your Switch, then you could. Yeah, that's the problem I'm having with doing the raids is there doesn't seem to be a lot of interest in actually doing the raids or the ability to. Um, but I am going to pop on as soon as I get this back into Scarlet and then do some. You always forget Phantump is a Gen 6 Pokemon because for some reason Ramos doesn't use it on his team. Instead he uses Jumpluff and then the pre-over for Victory Bell. Ah. Quetzal's down to do some raids. Okay, okay. Jim W. with Dr. Pepper is love. Dr. Pepper is life. Love it. Jim W. has just subscribed. If you guys haven't, please follow Jim W.'s awesome, stellar example and slap that subscribe button so you don't lose the channel. Guess who? I really need to update that message so that like it's channel specific. So I apologize for that, but welcome to the club, the team, the community. I still haven't got a good name for the group. Oh, I muted this one. My bad. My bad. There we go. The Sludge Bomb Gym. I don't know. What should we call our collective body? It's a hard one. There we go. Now we got Hisuian Lilligant in the group. How do I stream my Switch while playing Akari? That is a fantastic question. I have a capture card installed in my PC, so I'm running my HDMI through the capture card and using my computer monitor as a screen to play the game. The Sludgery, the Sludge Factory. Ooh, Jim W. with the W. Those are some good ones. The Sludge Factory. I can dig it. The Sludgery. Oh! Jim W. is Dr. Snapper. On their alt. For doing the Wo-Chien raid, you have a fully trained Volcarona with Quiver Dance sweeps. Fantastic. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. You need to swap out over here. I feel like at this juncture, though, I need, like, separate boxes for my actual team and separate boxes for the randos. There, I feel better about that. And Dr. Snapper's back. That stupid snail keeps removing your boost? Yeah, it do that. It be like that. And then I guess tomorrow at some juncture I'll have to make sure to get the rest of my 5 oddish that I need. Ooh, Tikata fabric. Tink-a-tink. Okay. I'm pretty sure I need to date skip in order to get another raid to appear. So let's do that. Mason, okay. Well, let's boot some up. Oh, person. Got to go. Dr. Stepper, have a great night. Great shift at work, it seems. One Pokemon you despise in raids is Sinistcha, since it keeps healing itself with Matcha. Gotcha, and every time it hits one target, it heals 4 times one turn. Ew, that's kind of gross. That's terrible, Quetzal. That sounds like the never-ending battle. Oh, I'm in offline mode. Hold up. Ooh, we're up to 166 on the day. That's what's up. Alright, link code popping up for you guys. We'll get a few of these busted out. So far, I believe we're around like 12 raids for the channel overall. Anyone can join, Maya. With the code anyways. Like, I mean, people who are watching the stream can join, I should say. You did 22 yourself? Nice. The code ain't showing. Oh my gosh. Well, that's terrible. I've just been talking to you guys, playing. There you go. Good thing I haven't done anything important. You guys are just like, we're watching the wrong screen. Oops. There we go. We got Panos. I bet that's Quetzal. Yep, with the Volcarona. You're from Greece? Man, we got Greece, Italy, Philippines, Indonesia. We had India. This is awesome. Got a worldwide crew. Nope, I don't. I'm just doing raids for kicks at this point. We got Manu in here. Ultimate Flames. I think ultimately I might have to go with the Sludge Crew. That just sounds... Oh, the raid's been abandoned. What? I actually have to accept? That's crazy. Let's try that again. Frieska, you're gonna go eat. Have a good meal. Once you've done like 3, you'll join. All right. Shouldn't matter if you use either switch. Okay, we got 3 people joining up. Viper Boy, I do not watch cricket. I am on the wrong side of the pond for that, I feel. Is Cinderace good to use? I don't think it would be bad by any means. We've reached the like goal. Yeah, new like goal. You hate Ruination? It does quite a bit of damage, actually. How you unlock the raid? Wolf do lol. You beat the game. The raids are active. To get them, you just have to play through to the point where you've completed the Area 0 part of the game, and then you get 5-star raids. So complete the Arven quest line, the Penny quest line, and the Nimona quest line, and then go and defeat Professor Turo, and then you can do 5-star raids. Easy as that. It's just Super Fang, but more accurate. I'm in danger! Yeah, you could do that, Anna. I keep thinking I'm Dynamaxing and only have 3 moves to KO Wo-Chien after... terastallizing. Oh, that was weak sauce. That was a terrible heal. Yeah. Okay, so it nullified. So I am good to cheer for a second. Ooh, and I'm gonna get an icicle crash off before I get taken out? Heck yeah, Batman. Professor Dark Fox Tamamo just subscribed. Thank you so much, Professor Dark Fox. Bro, what? Ran out of time. Guess we'll try that again. I will be right back while that's counting down. I think we got this. Your level Pokemon is Goodra. Igrurin, welcome. I don't know if we've reached 1 million yet. I'm pretty confident we have, though. Like, it would only take 1%, less than 1% of the total purchased copies of Scarlet and Violet, which is 26 million, give or take. 1% of those doing 10 raids, and we would have it. But we out here doing our part. Not leaving it up to chance. I did the math, yeah. Yes, I did. I think that's also being extremely generous. Yeah, 1% of the entire like Scarlet and Violet copies is 260,000, and the reason why they would have to do about 10 raids instead of 4 to get 1 million is we have to take into consideration that we would also be doubling up fourfold most of the time. We should win, as long as, like, nobody passes out. We're like 13 raids now. Ooh, 3 sour herbas. That's what's up. You're using Moltres from Kanto for this event? Because you're nostalgic? Hey, it works. Egruin, it works. Whoop the dog! What Arin doing? What the dog doing? We're doing some raids. Having a blast. Hi, Kimigul. We want you. Yeah, it was a very good loot. Also, welcome, Whoop the dog. Welcome. You join but you don't have online? Sorry to hear that one. But hey, we should be unlocking the Wo-Chien giveaway or whatever they decide to do to celebrate 1 million. There isn't an official counter, but seems like this one got some people interested anyways. Before I jump in there, let's just flush out the rest of my levels, shall we? There's the link code, everyone. Absolutely, Egruin. It is a first come, first serve, so definitely type in the code, join up. Starkiller now has 650 bananas. Egruin just subscribed. Thank you so much, Egruin. Welcome to the crew. Do you think they'll give away Shiny, Miraidon, and Koraidon as mystery gifts at the end of Gen 9? Absolutely I do. Absolutely I do. Looks like we got quite a few people that joined up this time. Means we should be getting some momentum happening with these. Love it. This is your highest level Pokemon, so it's not always necessarily about level. That has a lot to do with it, but you also want to not get wrecked by the Pokemon. Your Dragon typing is going to help with that tremendously, but as long as you got poison moves, I think you're going to be alright. Poison or fire. Didn't finish the game yet, and you bought the DLC. What to finish all the games before you join Terra Raid? So, Whoop the Dog, to do Terra Raids, you only need to get down to the bottom of Era 0. So you need to defeat all 5 Team Stars. You need to defeat Cassiopeia. You need to defeat all of the gym leaders, the Elite Four, Nemona, all that. And then you need to defeat all 5 Titans, and then defeat Arven. So basically complete the 3 primary quest lines. Go down to Area 0, do that whole thing, and then 5 stars will be unlocked to you when you beat the game. Don't have to beat the DLC by any means. You just have to have defeated Area 0, basically. What's the question, Quetzal? Kiera or Carmen? What about him? Ooh, Heatran got taken out. That's a good question. I kind of like Kiera. I know many choose Carmen, but I don't. No problem, Whoop the dog. No problem. We have 42 concurrent viewers as of right now, guys. This is pretty sweet. That is very likely a Froakie you see right there. Yeah. We always get tons of viewers when Marcus and Jay aren't here. Maybe they're all on their alt accounts right now, on all of them, and that's why they're not here. Much more to the point, I think we got 15 subscribers today. Just one away from 170 subs? That's what's up. That is true. 31 away from the goal of 200's. Not too shabby. Considering we are only like 45 some odd days into this channel. Wiss is also missing and Shark might have died again. Alright, let's load up a new one. And there's that 170th subscriber. Thank you so much. We're looking to have 500 at least by the time Legend ZA comes out. I don't think that worked. I don't think that did the thing that it was supposed to do that changed everything. The raids look different-ish enough. But I don't think that gave me new outbreaks. Oh, new. Yeah, that didn't give me new raids. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Peculiar. Do you only get Mysticas if you've beaten the Titans? I believe so. I think to get Herba Mystica, you have to have done the whole Area 0 thing. I could be mistaken on that, but I think you can only get them from 5-star raids or higher. But it may be that you can get them in 4-star. It's just really rare. Penguin Nose, welcome. When does what happen in England? Oh, Wo-Chien has been tremendously helpful for Herba Mystica. Like, I've done many 7-star raids, many 5-star raids in the past. Wo-Chien's the first raid I actually got Herba Mystica on, for real. Wolf Do, you think the Shiny Zygarde will be an endgame capture on ZA? I would be willing to bet that we would get some sort of event for Shiny Zygarde. I'm hard-pressed to say that we would for sure get a Shiny Huntable Zygarde, but at the same time, you can get it fairly easily on Sword. So there's no reason to lock it on ZA. Unless they do the same bullcrap answer of, oh, we just didn't know how to get it to work with the way we spawned in Pokemon, like they did for Legends Arceus, because, you know, you couldn't shiny hunt static encounters there because, like, oh, we just didn't know how to make the coding work. No. They can figure it out. Alright, we got Panos with the Volcarona. We got Emeralia with the Moltres. And we got Manu once again. Emeralia. I think I slaughtered the pronunciation of that the first time. Emeralia. Really, you would just have to go into your online, connect to the internet, and then enter that 6-character long code that would let you in. Somebody's got terrible internet. We're gonna run out of time just waiting for the raid to load. Goodness. Still streaming, Sparkworks? Yeah. How does this work? This is the Wo-Chien Shiny Raid. We have to complete 1 million of these as a community to unlock a gift of some kind for Shiny Wo-Chien to be given to us at a later date. I'm just hosting raids for everybody. And so occasionally the code will pop up on the screen. You can enter that code and join the raids and kick some Wo-Chien butt with us. How do you get the shiny? So we don't know exactly how they're going to give the shiny away, but there's either going to be a code we can use to enter into our game to get it via code. There's either going to be a time where we can get it via internet, or they're going to unlock the raid so that we can actually catch the Wo-Chien. So, first things first, though, we have to defeat 1 million of them in order to even get the shiny. Okay, just nullified our abilities. We don't know, Sparkworks. We assume it's given to everybody, because that's how Zeraora worked. You didn't have to have participated in a raid to get it. But they were very vague on the information that they gave us. It just said, hey, defeat 1 million of these, get Wo-Chien. It didn't say you had to participate. It didn't say you didn't have to. They were very, very undetailed. We should assume that it's given to everyone freely if the community pulls through. Ooh, no herbas, but we got some bottle caps. If I can figure out the right button to press. Might be a thing, the fact you're from EU. There's some delay, but we manage. Nah, it's all good. Say what? I swear that was shiny. Like, had the radiance around it, but maybe I was mistaken. There it is. Rate your team out of 10 that you use for online doubles. Okay. Grimmsnarl, Palafin, Amoonguss, Volcarona, Miraidon, and Archaludon. Okay. You got some bangers in there. Right now, I would give it a 6 out of 10 because I can see very clearly that you got some competitive Pokemon names in there. Oh, Penguinos, you got to connect to the internet to get the 6-digit code. Yeah, you got to press the left bumper to connect to online mode. It should be up in the right-hand corner, green online mode instead of gray offline. If you got online mode active, it should ask for a 6-digit code. But Quetzal, to rate your team better, I would need a move set for each one of those Pokemon. Because right now, right off the bat, I don't see the synergy for double battles specifically. Yeah, Penguino's gotta have that Nintendo Network Online. If we could get to 42 people hanging out, watching this stream, to smash that like button, boost that number, that would help out the channel so much more than you know by letting it spread to more and more eyes that can see this and come and hang out with us. Okay, we just nullified our abilities. Give everybody a boost here. Honestly, you're just checking to see how the stream is doing every half hour. Oh, Goobean, I think it's doing pretty freaking sweet. We're getting some good things accomplished here. I mean, we get 3 more subscribers joining the crew. We got 20 subscribers on the day, which is pretty impressive. You can't do it when it comes to out of England, as it hasn't yet. You can't do it. You'll do it when it comes out to England, as it hasn't yet. I gotcha. Yes, all starters are in the Blueberry Academy decks. Okay, we got negative effects from itself. Negative effects from itself again. Got a heal. Whoever did that was a win moment. Give us a go all out. Yeah, sorry, yeah, Anna. Good catch on that. Gens 1 through 8 are available in the Blueberry Academy. 9 you will have to egg hunt. You can't fit all the movesets, one message. Yeah, that makes sense. There should be in my bio or my description or whatever, a link to Discord that should work for you that you could post the movesets in the Discord. Got some ability capsules and ability patches, not too shabby. I forget his name, but the Entei user in Pokemon Coliseum. I think his name's Dakum or something like that. When I rate a double battles team, I'm rating it by his standards. Or better. You know, obviously better because we're humans and not a robot, but there we go. For example, Dakum's team is one that... Okay, that one has the little glowies around it. Just letting you guys know if I screw up again. It wasn't my fault. Dakum's team uses, like, this Pokemon has Levitate. Its counterpart that he sends him out with uses Earthquake. This Pokemon has Protect. Its counterpart uses Earthquake. And, you know, just alternates back and forth, so you never fully know which one's using Protect and which one's going to attack with Earthquake. So half the time, if not 2/3 of the times, your moves are invalid. So that's what, like, that type of synergy is what I would rate an online team for competitive with dual battles, double battles. There it is, right there. I think Moltres might be good even for the next raid, which is Xian Pao, if you're not wrong. Theoretically, we would expect it to be an ice type, so yeah. I mean, barring the fact that ice is super effective against flying, I would dare say fighting type, fighting fire would probably be the best outcome, but... You can't wait till they put those games on the GameCube thing because you've never played those Pokemon games? Oh my gosh. When you do, you're in for a treat. they're fantastic. Like, some of the strategies, like, the entire game is nothing but double battles, so keep that in mind. But second to that, some of the strategies they come up with are aggravating. Light Clay, Prankster, Reflect, Light Screed, Thunderwave, Spirit Break, Palafin. Guess you'll have to bring your Blaziken just in case? Yeah, probably. Now, Quetzal, when you send out the Grimmsnarl, are you sending it out with that Palafin? How are they synergizing off of each other? We got the third light goal? Nice, guys. This stream is going great. It really, really is. We got 36 viewers. We got 36 likes. And we're 3 subscribers away from getting 20 new members of the crew today alone. You can't go to Blueberry on your Switch 1? Why not? That's weird. Do you need to move the digital game cart from the DLC over from your Switch 2 to Switch 1? Because I know I have to do that when I switch back and forth. Hayden is epic. Welcome. Stream is bumping. Hayden is here. Nice. Welcome in, Hayden. You use screens depending on who my opponent sends out, and you flip turn a Moongus in for support of Volcarona for setup sweeping. Okay. Respect. Oh, we didn't even... We didn't even get to use that one. We have the same gaming chair. You got an Emerge brand? Nice. Oh, what? Apparently it took my move away. That's interesting. This chair was a target special. Yeah, I'm doing this on a Switch too. Grin. You had to double check yours because it looks so familiar. Nice. We're running out of time. Okay, our status abilities have been nullified. That's a good thing. Use my last cheer. You plan on getting one, maybe with selling your current Switch? I would Get the Switch 2 first, if at all possible, so you can transfer your save data over. Untouchable Gaming, hello, and welcome in. You only did it on Scarlet on Switch 1 because it's your furthest? Gotcha. Ooh. Sweet, spicy, and bitter herba with an ability capsule? That's what's up. Nope, wrong button. Oh, I don't have to travel far. Ooh, that was such a long journey. Mostly Paramungus with Volcarona for it to tank hits while Volcarona sets up. Okay, that makes sense. What about the event that Volcarona gets taken out? How's that working? Do I think the next mainline game will be better than SV? Depends on what you classify as better, Sparkworks. Because some people think SV is the best thing since sliced bread. Because that's all they've ever known. Others think it is because of the shiny hunting, which is a fair point. Others would argue against that, saying the story is absolute trash and very forced, and too much going on. So it really depends on like how you would classify better, because your better may not exactly be my better. I think in terms of Legends, Arceus is, for the most part, undisputably better than Scarlet and Violet. And Legends ZA is going to follow the same suit as Arceus. I could see Legends ZA being better than Scarlet and Violet pretty easily. And technically, they are mainline games. You plan on getting digital copies for your Switch too, while you're on a fixed income? Hey, yeah, that makes sense. I'm excited to see what they do with like the reactive battling, where you can dodge in real time. You think Mega Zygarde is a possibility? Could happen. Yeah, definitely a real possibility. I think overall, I think it's at least an 8. What time is it where I am? It is 1:38 in the morning. And that's a win in your book? That's weird that that keeps cutting out. Your Swampert seems happy. There is no other kind of Swampert than a happy Swampert. Overlord Bloodstar. That's a long name. Doing well, Overlord. How are you doing? To rephrase it, do you think that you'll find the next mainline game, non-Legends, more enjoyable than SV? As long as they don't do island hopping, I think we'll be okay. If they do any sort of island hopping like Gen 7 Sun and Moon, it's going to be a little bit harder to say it'll be better than. But yeah, for the most part, I think Pokemon is improving. Honestly, I think it'll be very similar to Scarlet and Violet as is. What I would really love to see, though, is a return to a flushed out world. Especially being on the Switch 2, being on Gen 10. Something that really bothers me about Scarlet and Violet is you don't go into the shops. You can't free roam the school campus. Like, they cut a lot of corners saying, oh, here, you can enter this main hall. Okay, now this leads to your classroom 1A. You know, you just teleport there. You can't explore the hallways of the school and look for these rooms, which would have been so stinking cool to be able to walk around freely. Every building outside of the school can't be entered. Like, it's just, it feels empty. You can go anywhere, do anything at any time, but the world in which you're doing it feels empty, and it bothers me. Caught a few shinies over the weekend, that's what's up. And you just pre-ordered ZA, I see. Did you get it from the Pokemon Center with the plushie, or were they sold out of that? Pretty sure they're sold out of that. You pre-ordered yours at GameStop. Not bad. You think they cut those corners because the Switch couldn't handle that, so they simplified it? Yeah, very, very possibly. And that's why I'm hoping for in the Switch 2 versions, because the Gen 10 will be exclusively on Switch 2. I'm hoping that they'll have a flushed out world. Ooh, did we hit the like goal of 40? That's what's up. There we go. New like goal. The shinies you caught are Kanto Vulpix, Female Litten, Crabrawler, and 2 Petilil, and a Mienfoo. Overlord, that's pretty awesome. We caught 3 shiny Petilil. Well, I caught 3 shiny Petilil myself, and was evolving them on stream not too long ago while we waited for raids. So that's pretty awesome. Not that bad at team building, but the executions of those teams needs work. I feel you there, Quetzal. I am not a skilled battler. Right now, you've got a Sylveon and Popplio outbreak. I have to say, go for the Sylveon. If anybody else wants to join up, we got a minute for you to queue up in there, and then we'll start. And I think that brought us to like 17 raids for the channel. Primarina is your favorite Pokemon? Then definitely do the Popplio. Welcome back, Egruren. You would love a shiny Sylveon. It's a great one. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Think you've burnt your cartridge with how much shiny hunt you've done? You have 1.5 boxes of shinies, and you're more focused on schoolwork than shiny hunting, so that's pretty insane. Was joining. We had like 10 seconds left before it auto started for us or kicked us out. One of the two. You like Hitmonlee? An OG Pokemon. I love it. If there's any of the concurrent viewers, the 36 of y'all hanging out there that haven't liked the stream, please consider doing so. It helps out so much as it pushes it to more people to get eyes on the stream as we struggle to grow. in the early stages of the channel. Smashing that subscribe button is also a free way to support the channel on a huge level. Does so much for the channel, especially new channels. Maya, of course you liked already. You've been here for a while. Thank you so much for doing so, by the way. We are just 2 subscribers away at this point from 20 new members on the day. You can't unsee Hitmonlee as a chicken nugget with legs. I mean, but why is that not wrong, though? Welcome back, Frieska. It can be, but like the fact he's acrobatic and stuff. He's now ruined for Sparkworks too. Way to go, Quetzal. Ruining Hitmonlee for many, many people. Oh yeah, Volcarona in Gen 5 basically was a legendary. What doesn't help with the situation was in Gen 5, in Black and White, when you go to encounter Volcarona in that sunken tower in the middle of the desert, there is only one. I swear that had no A group at the time and couldn't breed. And for sure, it had legendary battle music. Just like Rotom. Back in Gen 4. Like, Rotom and Volcarona were essentially legendaries in their original game without being legendaries. It's the wildest thing. Okay. We have time for one more raid, I think. Volcarona get the legendary treatment as just a bug? Basically. Just an average Joe Schmo bug. Oh, there we go. Code is up on screen for you guys. Like it was a static encounter and only legendaries had static encounters with sprites like Zekrom and Reshiram. Yep, couple that with battle music and the fact that I'm pretty confident it couldn't breed, or it just was an extremely long step count for breeding, one of the two. Yeah, everything in the game indicated that, hey, this is a legendary. I prefer Scarlet Fresca. I think the version exclusives and the past Paradox Pokemon are a lot more fun than the future Paradox Pokemon. Gen 5 was the gen where bugs were redeemed. They gave us Scolipede and Volcarona. Yes, they did. Scolipede's my boy. Gen 5 had so many good bugs. And the Scavalier. I don't know how like competitively good Leavanny is, but it's a cool bug anyways. I'm more dismayed that Gen 5 also gave us Sock and Throw, and I'm not a fan of those guys. Got a lot of Scarlet fans, it seems. Koraidon is the go. I just love how like lanky, floppy, and like he reminds me so much of Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, and I love it. Bug grass? Wait, bug grass? You talking about Paris? Yeah. Yeah, Leavanny's bug grass. But we haven't had that combination since Gen 1. That would have had to have been Paris, yeah? Or is Paris just straight bug? No, because it uses Absorb. It's a fungus. Parasite. You love Paris, just never use it? Same. It's one of those Pokemon that's not particularly great. But design-wise, it's kind of cool. Thing has like 6 2x weaknesses and 2 4x weaknesses in Fire and Flying. Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit. Alright, everyone. That concludes the raids for today. There may be some time allotted tomorrow to do some more raids, do some random shiny hunting. I'll probably take care of my 5 Oddish for the Living Dex tomorrow. But thank you all so much for making this an amazing stream. 772 views for the stream. 36 concurrent, maximum of like 43 at one time. 40 some odd likes on the stream, and so far 18 new subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. If you don't want to lose the channel, please consider subscribing so that you can be notified the next time we go live, which will be tomorrow. We might have a nap time stream, but we should be at 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time So that would be in like 18 hours. No, 16 hours is when that would begin. So 16 hours from now. But we'll catch you guys the next time we're live.